wensen u een prettige voorstelling. Enjoy the show.
There has been a nuclear accident in the Soviet Union, and the Soviets have admitted that it happened.
It's gonna blow!
Sounds like World War V.
Hey man, that sounds like Hannibal.
And that'll be working its way in towards us, and with all these lows around, of course, the timing of any rain is going to be rather difficult.
Jane. Oh, John.
Oh, John!
He's hot and wet.
Oh, Jane.
Best of all, Phone Relief works with your favorite phone. An amazing breakthrough product you'll use every day.
The world is my oyster. Ha 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 ha.
Welcome to Le Cerisier, or as we say in Switzerland, Grützli. Being situated in beautiful, neutral Switzerland, anyone is welcome. Are you a depressed dictator? Have a look at our attractive financial package deals. Does your aunt believe she's a cat? Here she will receive treatment as if she were Egyptian goddess Bastet herself. We have full access to the latest experimental drugs, ready for you to use as you like. The world's most highly trained nurses provide custom care for each of our patients. Or friends, as we like to call them. Our facilities enable a variety of games and sports to be played, encouraging a healthy lifestyle. Of course, our VIP service comes at a price, which comes with another benefit. It keeps the middle class away. Any wealthy person, be it from the east or the west, is welcome to stay with us as long as they like. We offer a variety of tailor-made treatments for each of our friends, like art therapy. Our world-renowned institution caters to all of your high-class and high-maintenance needs. And don't forget our healthy diets. Personalized menus are prepared on a daily basis by Michelin star-winning top chefs. Making use of the Swiss bank secret, you won't have to worry about the origins of your money. So what are you waiting for? Fax us now.
I am Dr. Mathilde von Sant, and I approve of this message.
Welcome to the pleasure dome. On our way home, going home.
Is it okay if I smoke?
Normally we don't allow it.
Pardon?
Cup of tea?
No whiskey?
We're in a medical establishment.
Then no thank you. Blok, begin maar met de foto's.
Jawel, inspecteur.
What was the name of the verpleegster?
Irene Stroud.
Leeftijd, you know, years.
22.
And the family,
Brother in France.
have you informed him?
Yes, by telephone.
And the murderer?
Please, Inspector, the poor man is sick.
Well then, let's say the attacker then.
There's Heinrich Ernesti. We call him Einstein.
Why?
Because he thinks he's Einstein.
Girl, heb je
Mama!
die...
Yes! Mama!
Heb je die verklaring, girl?
Because he thinks he's Einstein. Fromage, we hebben een fromage.
Heb je die verklaring genoteerd, Koen?
Alles staat klaar.
Dankjewel. Wat denk je, dokter? Gebeurt?
Zeker, met de snoer van die schemerlamp. Deze kunnen soms echt een enorme kracht ontwikkelen. Indrukwekkend.
Zo, vindt u? Ik vind het onverantwoordelijk. De beveiliging in het instituut schiet ernstig tekort. Enkel verpleegsters, alleen maar vrouwen, geen man te bekennen. Dit is nu al de tweede moord in 3 maanden tijd.
Inspector.
The second accident in 3 months time is psychopathic state.
Medical facility, they stand with you.
On the 12th of August, Herbert George Butler, who thinks he is Sir Isaac Newton, is the working of nurse Teresa Moser in this same room. If there were men around here, this would not have happened.
You really think?
Yes, I do.
Nurse Dorothea Moser was a member of the League of Lady Wrestlers, and Nurse Irene Stroud was reigning champion of the National Judo Association.
And what about you?
National champion of weightlifting.
I would like to see the murderer now.
Please, Inspector.
I mean, the attacker.
He's playing his violin.
He is playing with what?
Can't you hear him?
Can you ask him to stop playing? I need to ask him some questions.
Definitely not.
Why not?
We cannot allow it on the medical grounds.
This house is killed a freaking nurse! Verdomme!
Inspector Voss, this is not just any man, but a sick man who needs to calm down.
3 months ago, Dr. Mathilde van Zalk had the yes to calm Newton down. Let me op zijn minst speak to Dr. van
Of
Zalk.
course, absolutely, but you'll have to wait. Dr. Manzon is accompanying Einstein on the piano.
For how long will be making his heady
Noise. 20 minutes, an hour, it depends.
Okay, I wait.
champion strangled.
Yes, the judo champion.
How gruesome.
By Ernst Heinrich Ernest.
But hasn't he been playing his violin?
He is playing it now to calm himself down.
I can imagine. The strangling must have exhausted him. How did he...
The snore of the skimmer lamp.
Yes, the cord of the standard lamp. I guess that is also an option. Please, Inspector, allow me to create some order. I simply cannot stand disorder.
Go ahead. You're ready made to possess a vial. We have everything we need for the investigation.
I only became a physicist due to my desire for order. To interpret the apparent disorder of nature. To shed light on its hidden order. To predict it, or even guide it. Guide it to a higher level of order. You mind if I smoke?
No. Actually, I feel like having one myself.
Well, on the topic of order, only the visitors are not allowed to smoke in here. The patients are. It would ruin the salon if everybody were to smoke.
I understand.
Do you mind if I pour myself a glass of whiskey?
I don't mind.
That poor Ernest. How can a man bring himself to strangle a nurse?
You did it too.
I did?
Nurse Dorothea Moser was gehoord by you.
The lady wrestler?
Yes, 3 months ago, with the cord of the gordijn.
Ah, yes, the curtain cord. But that was something quite different. After all, I am not crazy. Cheers.
Roos.
Dorothea Moser. She loved me, but I loved her. It was a dilemma that could only be solved with a curtain cord.
A dilemma?
As a physicist, it is my duty to think about gravity, not about women, or about love. Besides, there's a huge age difference.
Of course, you must be 200 years old.
How do you mean?
Because you are Sir Isaac Newton.
Are you out of your mind, Inspector? Do you truly believe that I am Sir Isaac Newton?
I thought that you believed that you were Newton.
Can I tell you a secret, Inspector?
Of course.
I am not actually Sir Isaac Newton. I'm only pretending to be him.
You do this all. Why?
As to not confuse poor Ernesty.
Now I'm confused.
See, unlike me, Ernesty really is sick. He truly believes that he is Einstein.
Yeah, this I don't understand what that has to
If
do
he
with.
were to find out that I am the real Einstein, he would lose his mind. He would go absolutely mad.
You believe you are?
Yes, I am him, discoverer of the theory of relativity, born March 14, 1863. Oh,
I'm not Einstein.
you can call me Albert.
You can call me Richard.
I'm a much better violinist than he is, I can tell you that. The way he slides over those strings is simply barbaric. Let's have a seat. Richard?
Albert?
Doesn't it annoy you that you cannot arrest me?
But I don't want to arrest you.
You want to arrest me because I strangled a nurse, or because it was my theory that made the atomic bomb possible. Because of me, nowadays any idiot can push on a button and make an atomic bomb go up, and you want to arrest me for it?
But I don't want to arrest you, Albert.
Just because you think I'm crazy. But you're the real criminal here, Richard. You and those who push the button. If you don't know how electric light actually works, you have no business pushing buttons. You know nothing about it. But now I have to put away the whiskey, or else Nurse Bull will go mad. Goodbye, Richard.
Bye, Albert.
You should arrest yourself, Richard.
Ja. Nu zeker nog eens op, hoor.
De wagen staat klaar, inspecteur.
Ik wacht op de detectief en de heer Einstein.
Jawel, inspecteur.
Nou. Ga jullie maar vast naar de stad. Ik kom wel later. verboden.
Go ahead, Smoke. I could do with one myself. Just don't tell Nurse Bowl. Do you have a light? It's horrible. Poor Sister Irene. She was so young. Such a tragedy. Newton,
Yes, we had a talk.
better put the glass away before Head Nurse Bowl finds it.
I understand.
So, you spoke to Newton.
I discovered something.
Congratulations.
Newton thinks he is Einstein.
That's what he tells everybody, but actually he really believes he is Newton.
Are you sure?
Who my patients think they are is up to me to decide. As a professional,
Thank you very much.
thank you, Elvis.
Elvis!
Elvis has left the building.
I know them far better than they know themselves.
Well, maybe, doctor. But then you have to help us. I am receiving a lot of pressure from the government and Justice Department about solving these two cases. I mean, 2 murders in
Please, Inspector.
2 accidents in 3 months' time. You have to admit, the veiligheidsmaatregelen in this institution are onvoldoende.
And what sort of safety precautions did you have in mind, Inspector? I'm the director of a medical establishment, not a jailhouse. One can't simply lock up murderers before they have committed their murders, right?
We are not talking about murderers. We're talking about crazy people. They can become murderers at any time.
The same can be said for sane people. By far, most murders are committed by the same. What will you have us do? Must we start putting the mentally ill into solitary confinement again, with boxing gloves on or hung up in straitjackets as they used to? As if we were unable to distinguish between dangerous patients and harmless ones.
You were wrong about Butler and Ernesti.
But they were harmless, and that is exactly what worries me. Not the pressure you are receiving from the government, but the fact that in these 2 exceptional cases, we didn't see the change coming.
I'm awake again.
But Professor,
How was my violin playing today?
beautiful, Professor.
Oh, it was about Nurse Irene.
Try not to think about it, Professor.
I will be going back to bed now.
I think that's a very good idea.
That's him!
Ernst Heinrich Ernesti.
The killer?
Please, Inspector.
Well, the man who maybe by accident hurt another person, that did not survive. So, this is Einstein. The man who believes he's Einstein. When did he come to this institution?
2 years ago, he came to this institution.
And Newton?
1 year ago.
And you're diagnosed?
Schizophrenia. Both. Incurably schizophrenic. It's all in the documents I've sent to the Justice Department. My mental asylum is well known as one of the top institutions catering to the mentally ill. The prices that we have to ask to provide our VIP services are sky high. As an institution, we can't afford to make mistakes, and we can't afford to have the police flooding our buildings. These 2 incidents were unforeseeable. You or me were just as likely to strangle a nurse. So, medically speaking, there is no explanation for what happened. Unless, haven't you noticed anything, Inspector?
Mij is opgevallen. How do you mean?
If you look at these 2 patients,
Yes, what?
both are physicists.
So,
Both have experimented with radioactive material.
you think there's a connection?
I'm only reflecting on the facts at hand, that is all. But both of them go mad, and both of them strangle a nurse.
En je think the radioactivity aangetast, hoe zeg je?
Affected.
You think it did that to their brains?
I have to admit that it is a possibility, and we cannot rule it out.
What is the total of patients on the afdeling with the 2 natuurkundigen?
3.
Only 3. And the third one?
Also a physicist.
Vreemd. That's strange.
Not in the least. I place them all together. The depressed writers with the depressed writers, the delusional politicians with the delusional politicians, the confused factory owners with the confused factory owners, the narcissistic millionaires' daughters with the narcissistic millionaires' daughters, and the physicists with the physicists.
What is his name?
Johann Wilhelm Mobius.
Did he also work with radioactive material?
No.
You don't think he also?
He has been here
The government and Justice Department are very clear about this. De beveiliging moet beter. You will need to get nurses that are trained better for these kind of situations. You will need to isolate these 3 patients from the other afdelingen. And voor de natuurkundigen, you need to get verplegers, and I mean men, mannen.
You will get what you want.
Good. Great. I'm happy you understand. You know, I was here in Les Cerisier 2 times now. I hope I won't have to ring at your doorbell another time.
Do you want to go out for a drink? Don't worry, due to my age, I can only drink Virgin Bloody Marys. And tonight's my vegan night. I only drink vegans.
Why don't you get some more rest in your coffin plan before the night falls? Young adult
Oscar gaat een missie leiden. Een zendingpost op de Mariana.
In de stille oceaan!
You are leaving for the Marianas in the Pacific Ocean.
Het leek mij passend dat de kinderen voor hun vertrek hun vader ontmoeten. Het zou als een afscheid voor altijd kunnen zijn.
Your final goodbyes. Medically, I must advise against packing all these emotions into one single encounter. But as a human being, I understand and of course will allow this small family reunion.
Hoe gaat het met mijn lieve kleine Johan Willempje?
Our dear old Mobius is showing no development, not forwards nor backwards. He locks himself up in his own little world.
Denkt hij nog steeds dat koning Salomo aan hem verschijnt? Loser!
Yes, he still believes King Solomon appears to him.
Wat een bedroevende, beklagingswaardige afgang.
Your harsh judgment surprises me, coming from someone that holds a missionary position. As a theologian, you must surely be open to the possibility of a miracle.
Vanzelfsprekend geloof ik in wonderen, maar niet bij de geesteszieken.
As psychiatrists, it is not our duty to decide if the Solomon manifestations are real or not. It is simply our duty to take care of the patient's mind and nerve system. Mrs. Rose, I can't work miracles. I can't just cure him like that or bring him back to his senses. In that respect, I have no hope. We could try out another experimental drug out on him, but I don't want to hurt Mobius without having a very good reason.
Ach, nu je het over pijn doen heeft, weet hij weet hij intussen van onze scheiding?
Yes, I have informed him of your divorce.
En? Begreep hij het?
He hardly shows any interest in the outside world anymore, Mrs. Rose.
Ongelooflijk! Na al die jaren samen en alles wat ik voor hem gedaan heb, jarenlang zaten wij krap bij kas en ik betaalde zijn studie. Mijn hele erfenis ging eraan op. Toen hij eindelijk op het punt stond om door te breken, hem was een professoraat aangeboden, werd Johan Willem ziek. Hij kwam hierheen en ook dat kostte me kapitalen. Ik heb mijn hele leven voor hem gesloofd.
Mrs. Rose, you are a strong and brave woman.
En een goede moeder. Ik heb zelfs een baan aangenomen. In de chocoladefabriek. Bij Toblerone.
Those are the triangle ones, right?
Ja, die driehoekige! Mevrouw dokter Van Sant. Tot nu toe heb ik de rekeningen voor Johan Willems verblijf in deze inrichting betaald. Maar ik kan het nu financieel gesproken echt niet meer aan. Het geld is stomweg op.
Open the door! I understand, Mrs. Rose. Every heart and every bank account has a bottom. And with both there is a limit how much one can take.
Ik wil niet dat u denkt dat ik met Oscar getrouwd ben om niet meer voor Johan Willem te zorgen, mevrouw dokter Van Sant. Of voor het geld. Nee, we gaan het zelfs nog zwaarder krijgen. Oscar heeft zelf ook nog 6 kinderen.
6 more kids!
Ja, 6 kinderen.
Ja, 6. Oscar is een hartstochtelijk vader. Nu hebben wij 12 monden te voeden. En wie weet wordt het er nog wel meer.
Come here, Mrs. Rose, don't cry.
Ik heb gewoon zo'n last van mijn schuldgevoel. Omdat ik arme Johan Willem in de steek gelaten heb.
Mrs. Rose, stop blaming yourself.
U zult Johan Willem nu vast in een gewoon gekhuis laten opnemen.
Why would you think that? We would never send Mobius off to any old nut house. I'm not a monster, you know. Here he is among friendly colleagues and familiar faces. He will remain here at Les Cerisier. You have my word.
Wat bent u toch een goed mens, dat u ook nog eens de kosten wilt dragen.
Oh, it's
dagen als mijn oudste.
Dag papi.
Hoe oud ben je?
15.
En wat wil je worden?
Dominee.
Een jong mens met een roeping. Dat doet me deugd. Ik herinner me dat je als baby al naar de hemel opkeek. En jij bent.
Socratessa, je tweede.
Aangenaam Socratessa, mijn tweede.
Dag pap.
Hoe oud ben je?
13.
En wat wil je worden?
Filosoof.
Ach, wat een vroegrijp kind ben je toch. Wat goed. En jij bent.
Archimedes, je derde.
Aangenaam Archimedes, mijn derde.
Dag pap.
Hoe oud ben je?
10.
En wat wil je worden?
Leraar.
En jij. Aangenaam Pie, mijn jongste. Hoe oud ben je?
I'm 9.
En wat wil je worden?
A physicist. Yes, Daddy, a physicist.
Dat verbied ik je bij! Nu moet jij eens even heel goed luisteren. Zet het uit je hoofd. Onder geen beding word jij natuurkundige. Hoor je me?
But you have also become one.
En vervolgens ben ik hartstikke gek geworden. Ik had nooit natuurkundige moeten worden. Dan zat ik nu niet in een gekkenhuis.
Dit is een sanatorium, Jo Willem. Geen gekhuis. Je bent geen gek. Alleen een beetje in de war.
Nee, Nina, ze denken dat ik gek ben. Iedereen denkt dat. Jij ook, mijn kinderen ook. En waarom? Omdat koning Salomon er mij verschijnt.
Dit is dominee Oscar Roze, mijn man. En mijn 6 stiefkinderen. Niet meer, Johan Willem. We zijn immers gescheiden.
Scheiden?
Dat weet je toch?
Nee.
Mevrouw dokter Van Zand heeft het je zelf verteld.
Is dat zo?
En toen ben ik met Oscar getrouwd en zijn 6 kinderen. Hij heeft een positie aangenomen als missionaris op de Marianen.
De Marianen.
In de Stille Oceaan! We vertrekken vanavond al.
Zo.
Ja, zo is het nu eenmaal.
Prettig kennis mogen maken met de nieuwe vader van mijn kinderen hier, Johnny.
Maakt u zich geen zorgen, ik zal van uw kinderen houden alsof het de mijne waren. En God zal ons helpen geheel naar het oude psalmwoord. Want de Heer is mijn herder, mij zal niets ontbreken. Oscar kent alle psalmen uit zijn hoofd.
Fijn dat mijn kinderen zo'n goede vader krijgen. Zelf ben ik een hele slechte vader geweest.
Wel nee, dat valt reuze mee, papi.
En ook jij, Nina, hebt een betere echtgenoot gevonden.
Ach, Jan Willem, het is maar hoe je er naar kijkt. Wij hebben elkaar gevonden.
Hartelijk geluk gewenst. Ik hoop dat de missionarispositie u zo mogen bevallen.
Ongetwijfeld. Wij moeten zo gaan, vanwege onze vlucht.
Naar de Maria.
En afscheid nemen.
Voor altijd.
De kinderen kunnen heel goed blokfluit spelen. Ze hebben een afscheidslied voor je ingestuurd. Kinderen, speelt een afscheidslied voor je vader.
Ja, mommy.
Stop! Oh, kappen nou! Koning Salomon kan het niet meer aan!
Maar Jan
Alsjeblieft! Hou met spelen, alsjeblieft!
juist koning Salomo met het prachtige fluitspel toch wel op waarde moeten kunnen schatten, lijkt mij.
Meneer de dominee, ik ken koning Salomon persoonlijk. En hij is meer de grote gouden koning van die veroude psalmen. Uit zijn purperen mantel afgeworpen, naakt en stinkendurkt in mijn kamer als de arme koning der waarheid. Dit zou juist was afgrijzelijk. Net zo afgrijzelijk als die veroude psalmen van u. Maar u, meneer de dominee, u die zo van psalmen houdt, u die al psalmen uit het hoofd kent, onthoudt dan ook deze. Psalm van koning Salomon, speciaal voor ruimtevaarders en astronauten. Een appje uit de toekomst.
En wat een appje.
Een berichtje uit de toekomst. Het psalm der ruimtevaarders. We gingen de ruimte in, naar de woestijnen van de maan. Sommigen stierven daar zonder geluid, maar de meeste werden gekookt en Mercurius dood. Opgelost in de olieklasse van Venus, en zelfs op Mars vrat de zon. Donderend, radioactief en dreven af richting enkele witte sterren, die we echter nooit bereikten. We waren lang gemummificeerd geraakt in onze schepen, met een dikke korstvel. Niets herinnerde meer aan de eens ademende aarde.
Mr. Mobius!
En nu opgeruimd allemaal! Loop naar Marianne!
Maar, Johan Willempje...
Opgegot. En dan nu! Hoor je dat dan niet? De Marianne roepen!
Mr. Rose, kids, Mr. Rose needs to calm down, that's all. Come with me, please.
Eruit jullie! Verdwijt, verdomme!
It's a little attack, harmless really. Don't worry, there's not able to stay with us to calm down. Come on, just a little temper tantrum. Mild and harmless little temper tantrum.
Zijn jullie nou nog? Diep op! Voorgoed! Naar de Oceaan!
Dag, papi!
Ik wil jullie nooit meer zien! Jullie hebben koning Salomon beneden! Vervloekt zijn jullie allemaal met jullie Mariamen! Verzuipen jullie in het diepste gat van de Stille Oceaan!
We are alone. Your family can't hear you anymore.
Yes, of course. Has there maybe been too many times just now?
You were.
I had to tell them the truth.
Haven't they?
I got it all worked out.
You were faking it.
You saw through it.
I've been taking care of you for 2 years.
Yeah, I admit it. I was just pretending to be mad.
Why?
So I could say goodbye to my wife and kids forever.
But why in such a horrible way?
Such a humane way. My performance is taking away their desires if everyone can see me again. The consequences for myself in here are unimportant. Life on the outside world is the only thing that matters. To be crazy costs a lot of money.
To be crazy or not to be crazy? Is that the question?
For 15 years, Lena has been paying out monster sums. This had to end.
Should you or not should you?
Besides, now is the ideal moment.
To feel or not to feel?
King Solomon
No.
has finished revealing to me everything that has to be revealed.
To see or not to see?
Just today dictated the final pages. The universal theory of everything. The formula to every possible invention and discovery has been completed. And my wife found a new husband. You can rest assured, there's one. Everything's fine.
You had it all planned.
I'm a physicist.
Mobius, we have to talk. Us. We will have to say goodbyes. Forever.
You're leaving me?
Orders. I'm being placed in one of the other buildings. A new team of nurses will be taking over here tomorrow.
Because of Newton and Einstein? Here's one. Expressing my feelings is something I've learned over the years.
Give me that Mona Lisa smile.
The chit-chat with those two weirdos in here can hardly be called a conversation.
Give me that Mona Lisa smile.
But everything changed when I met you. It has become more bearable.
Shall we hang in the blue salon?
2 years during which I was a bit happier than before. Because of you, Nurse Monica, I found the courage to accept being locked away. To accept my fate as a madman. And I see this also comes soon. Have a nice life.
I don't believe you were crazy.
I don't believe it either, but it doesn't change a thing. Unfortunately, King Solomon appears to me, which makes me a crazy person according to the rest of the world.
Not to me. I believe you. I believe King Solomon actually appears to you.
Every day and every night.
Every day and every night.
And that it dictates nature's mysteries to me. The connection between all things. The formula to every possible invention and discovery.
I believe it. All of it, deep inside somehow. I know you aren't crazy. I feel it.
Where's Monica?
I'm staying.
I never want to see you again.
You need me. Apart from me, I have no one left in this world. Not one
It is
single
deadly
person.
to believe in King Solomon.
I love you.
You don't know what you're getting yourself into.
I'm not afraid for me. I'm afraid for you. You and Einstein are dangerous.
We get along just fine.
Nurse Dorothea and Nurse Irene got along with them just fine. Until they were murdered.
Listen, Monica, you've been so honest with me. Opening up about your beliefs, your feelings of love. I must tell you the truth. I love you too. I love you more than my life, and that's why you're in danger. Because we love each other.
I'm awake again, but Professor, I suddenly remember something. I strangled Nurse Irene.
Albert Einstein. And Albert Einstein plays the violin and smokes a pipe. Everybody knows that. The two of you are in love.
We are. We love each other.
Meneer Irene, we were in love too. She would have done anything for me. I warned her, screamed at her, treated her like a dog. I begged her to run away before it was too late. It did no effect. She stayed. She wanted to take me away to marry me. She had even gotten permission from Dr. von Zandt herself. She had everything arranged, and then I strangled her. Poor Nurse Irene, there is nothing more ludicrous than a woman's desire to sacrifice herself.
Maybe you should go lie down again.
Maybe you should listen to your lover and leave. That would be the sensible thing to do. Otherwise, you may be lost. Anyways, I will be going back to bed now.
Such a poor and confused man.
Monica, after everything is just said, you're still not convinced that it's impossible to love me?
I don't believe you're crazy.
But you should! Go! Leave! Run! Disappear! Don't let me treat you like a dog!
Then treat me like a lover.
Listen, Monica. I made a very serious mistake. I did not give King Solomon's appearances to myself, and that was making me pay. So be it, but you should not have to pay for it. In the eyes of the world, you're in love with a madman. Don't embrace your own tragedy. Forget about me and leave this place. This is best for both of us.
Why don't you look at me? Don't you desire me? Am I not beautiful enough? Is it this uniform? I know it looks ridiculous on me. I hate this job. I have sacrificed myself for everyone here. But now I want to give myself to one person. To be there only for you, my love. I would do anything for you, but don't send me away. I can't leave, otherwise I'll be alone too. I have only you.
Absolutely.
Don't you love me?
I do! I love you, and that's the crazy part.
Then why do you betray that love? King Solomon is finished. He has given you your life back. Why not take it? Why betray me and him?
Monica, think whatever you want. I'm unworthy of your love because I betrayed you.
Okay.
I always been faithful to King Solomon. He stepped into my life and destroyed it. Abused me, but I never betrayed him.
Are you sure? He passes you the theory of everything. Did you even fight for his recognition?
Everyone thinks I'm crazy.
I have spoken to Dr. von Zandt. She said that you're a little bit confused, that you pose no threat to society. She actually laughed and said that she herself was crazier than you are.
I suppose.
Yes. Yes, she is great and so understanding. She told me that we are free to go, that you are free to go if you want. We can get married. As long as we are together, we will have nothing to worry about.
Oh, Nicky! Oh. No.
I've put aside some money, just for us to get started. As long as we love each other, we will be fine. We will be fine. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes.
Aren't you happy?
This comes off so suddenly.
Wait. It gets even better. I have spoken to Professor Shabbat, your old professor. He has agreed to take a look at your manuscripts without judgment.
Did you tell King Solomon dictated it to me?
Yes, I did. He laughed and said that you've always been a bit weird, but you're the best student he's ever had. Listen, my love. Solomon chose you. You are the chosen one. All of the wisdom of the universe has befallen upon you. Now, you must follow the path that the noble gave you. Have confidence, even if people laugh at you or ridicule you. Your path leads straight out of this institution. The same heaven that sent you King Solomon has sent me now to love, help, and support you, to fight for the recognition of King Solomon's knowledge together. My love, aren't you happy?
Very.
We should pack up in now before the new master arrives.
Wait a minute. Now come here, my love.
You have tears in your eyes.
So do you.
Of happiness.
Monica.
kindly request you once again switch off mobile phone. Welkom terug bij Möbius deel 2. Vriendelijk verzoeken wij u uw mobiele telefoon weer uit te schakelen.
Oh, gathered here today to get through this thing called life. An electric word, life, it means forever, and that's a magic on time. But I'm here to tell you, there's something else. The afterworld. So when you call up that train from Beverly Hills, you know the one, Doctor, everything will be alright. You gotta remember that this night is so much harder than the afterworld. This night, you're on your own. And if the elevator tries to bring you down, crazy.
Would you like for us to fetch the murderer?
Doctor.
I mean the attacker.
No, thank you.
Why?
Dr. Van Zandt. I am doing my job. I'm making a process verbal. I look at the corpse. We take photos. The police doctor does his examination of the body. But I am not going to talk to Mr. Möbius. He is your problem, just like the other natuurkundigen.
The third
Please, Dr. Van Zandt.
The third accident at Lissingisier in such a short time. I might as well pack up and leave. Monica was my best nurse. I loved her like a daughter. But her death is not even the worst. My reputation as a doctor is ruined.
Imperfection is beauty. Madness is genius. And it's better to be absolutely ridiculous than absolutely boring.
Dr. Van Zandt, I am sure in time people will forget all about this. Everything will be okay. Look, laten we even een foto van boven.
Ja, inspecteur.
Dinner for our dear patients, Dr. Van Zandt.
Sievers?
Yes, sir, indeed. Former boxing world champion, now head coach here at the CNC.
And these others?
World champion Kung Fu and world champion wrestling. The widow, the wine. Look out for make sure the napkins are well ironed.
Wow. What a service. Is it too much to ask for a picture?
No, of course not.
What's for dinner?
Lobster au vent.
Doe maar.
Dinner for our dear patients, Dr. Van Zandt.
Thank you, Seegers. You can go. The patients will serve themselves.
An honor meeting you, Inspector.
Indrukwekkend.
Impressive.
And Einstein seems to be playing his violin again. Everything seems to be under control.
We zijn klaar, inspecteur.
Oh, nou, dan kunnen we het lijkt wel wegbrengen. Monica, my love!
Möbius, how could you do this? You killed my best and most beloved nurse!
So sorry, Dr. Van Zandt.
Sorry!
King Solomon ordered me to do it.
King Solomon, his majesty, ordered you to kill?
Yes, right there by the window. He came floating towards me and whispered in my ear.
You will have to excuse me, Inspector. The situation is really getting on my nerves. But remember, we have everything under control.
Nou, kunnen we het lijk eigenlijk wegbrengen naar de kapel naast die zuster Irene. Monica! Ah. Steek er van even een sigaretje op hoor. Mijn beste Möbius. Daar zo achter het schilderij staat de whisky van de heer Newton verstopt. Natuurlijk. Zal ik u een glas inschenken? Graag. Nog één? Nog één. Oh. Arresteert u mij niet maar! Hoezo zou ik u arresteren? Ik heb immers Monica Stettler vermoord. Uw eigen verklaring heeft u onder dwang van koning Salomo gehandeld. Zolang ik hem niet kan arresteren, gaat u vrij. Hè? Maar ik ben geen gemaakt. Maar nog een glaasje. Weet u, jaarlijks arrestering in deze omgeving en een handje van moordenaars. Sommigen met zin, maar anderen met tegenzin. Maar ik moet ze arresteren. We leven immers in de rechtsstaat en wet is wet. Eerlijk gezegd baal ik er zo een beetje dat ik hier niemand kon arresteren, maar ik zou nu wel kunnen juichen. Ik heb immers 3 moordenaars gevonden. Met een schoon geweten hoef ik niemand te arresteren. En dat heb ik aan u te danken. Oh, en doe de groet aan Newton en Einstein. En mijn compliment aan koning Salomo. Ja.
I left a big back map at the police station. If you ever need my help, just flip the switch and shut out the sky.
I don't think we will need it.
What a joker.
Shall we go back to the Batcave, Master Wayne?
What is for dinner?
Lobster au vent. Strange. Usually dinner's a little more simple and less expensive. Not hungry?
Makes no difference to me.
Maybe not to you. Apparently you don't care if you spend the rest of your life in a nut house. For me, it does. Because I want out.
And that's your business.
See, not exactly. In reality, I am not crazy.
Of course not, Sir Isaac.
Not exactly.
I know Albert Einstein.
And I'm not him either. And I'm not Herbert York Butler that the people here believe I am. My true name is Gilton.
Gilton? The famous physicist? But you're a genius. How come you ended up here?
By acting crazy.
But why? To spy on me?
The Secret Service sent me to discover the true reason for your madness.
And because Nurse Dorothea discovered the truth about you, you decided to...
Yes, I'm sorry I had to do that.
I understand.
Orders are orders.
Of course.
My whole mission was at stake. The most secret mission in the whole Secret Service. Dorothea had come to understand that I was not actually mad, and Dr. Banzai was starting to lose interest in my case. I had to do something to stop Dorothea and prove my madness to Dr. Banzai so I could continue my mission here. This looks great. My Secret Service happens to believe that you are the greatest genius to have ever lived. We cannot have you joining the other side. I would prefer not to be using any more violence if necessary.
Your orders are to kidnap me.
If need be.
But how did you find out about it?
By coincidence, I stumbled upon your essay defending the new foundations for modern-day business. I instantly understood that you are the greatest genius to have ever lived, and I alerted my Secret Service.
You weren't the only one to press an essay, Captain. As a matter of fact, I am not mad either. I am also a physicist and also an agent for the Secret Service, albeit a different one. It is a pleasure to finally be able to introduce myself. Eisner is the name.
The discoverer of the Eisner effect?
That's me.
But you disappeared 15 years ago.
It was my own choice. I went into training to become a secret agent.
Can I ask you to face the wall, Eisler?
Of course.
Ernesty!
Present.
Patient Mobius! Present! Head Nurse Sievers, Nurse Murillo, Nurse MacArthur. On recommendation of authorities, new security measures are to be observed. Murillo, defense! MacArthur, lock up! Gentlemen, are there any last wishes for the night? Patient Butler? No! Patient Ernesty?
No!
Patient Mobius? No! Gentlemen, we'll take our leave. Have an amazing night.
Monsters. Special locks. Silence, we are prisoners now.
Makes sense after what we did to our nurses.
Now, we will only be able to escape this nut house if we work together.
I don't want you to escape. I've no reason for leaving this place. On the contrary, I'm quite happy with my
But
freedom.
I am not happy here, Mobius. With all due respect to your personal feelings, but you are a genius, and therefore you are public property. You cannot monopolize your knowledge. It's your duty to share your knowledge with us non-geniuses. Come with me, and within a year, you will receive the Nobel Prize, if indeed you solve the question surrounding gravity.
I did.
You just say it like that?
How should I say it?
Well, my Secret Service thought you were working on the singular theory of elementary
The
matter.
singular theory of elementary matter has been discovered.
The theory of theories.
Hilarious! For years, hordes of well-funded scientists in well-equipped laboratories have been trying to make some form of progress in the realm of physics, while you just casually solve everything in a nut house.
And the formula for all possible inventions?
I discovered also, out of curiosity, gentlemen, the thoughts we think have consequences. It was my duty as a scientist to discover the consequences my theories might have. The results would be horrifying, devastating. Unimaginable amounts of energy would be unleashed if my findings were to fall in the wrong hands.
It would be hard to avoid that.
It would only be a matter of who gets to them first.
And you would like my findings standing with your Secret Service, don't you, Kilton?
Why not? Scientific freedom is of the utmost importance. Nothing else matters. That is where my loyalty lies, with whomever guarantees the freedom of scientific thinking. I know nowadays there is a lot of talk about the moral responsibilities of a scientist. We've grown too moralistic and afraid to think. We are the pioneers of human intelligence. That is what we should focus on and nothing else. If mankind can follow our lead wisely or not is up to them, not us.
I agree, but we do bear some responsibility, Gilton. We are providing humanity with tools of immense power. It should give us the right to set certain conditions. So why don't both of you come with me, so we together with my Secret Service can work this out?
I will not betray my country. Unfortunately, both our secret services had the same idea, but let's not fool ourselves. It's up to Mobius to decide. If he wants to go with you, I will not be able to stop. If he wants to go with me, however, you will not be able to stop us either. The choice is his to make.
Stake our guns.
Let's fight to the death.
I'm sorry you have to come to such a bloody solution, but this needs to be resolved. One of us must die. Possibly some of the nurses too, and in worst case scenario, even Mobius himself. He might be the most important person in the universe, but his notebooks are more important.
My notebooks? I burned them.
You burned them?
Just now before the police came, to make sure they wouldn't take it.
15 years of
I
work!
think I'm actually going crazy.
Officially, we already are. And to think I had to kill a nurse and learn German?
Learning to play the violin was absolute
I
torture.
got just lost my appetite.
We are physicists. We can't base our decisions on emotions. We must think logically when we make scientific decisions. Together, the three of us must find the most rational and reasonable solution. One mistake could lead to catastrophe. Kilton, you wish to see scientific progress. You believe your country provides absolute freedom in scientific thinking. Scientists bear no responsibility at all. It's up to your politicians to make moral decisions. And you, Eisler, see science as a tool for the politicians of your country to achieve their goals. You blindly trust these politicians and believe that we, the scientists, should serve them, to grow more powerful and beat the other side. For me, both options presented here remind you the same thing, a prison. And I prefer staying in that house. This way, at least I know I'm not being exploited by politicians.
Well, in some cases, one just has to take a risk.
And some risks should never be taken, like risking the end of the world. We know the level of destruction humankind is already capable of with its existing weapons. We can only imagine the catastrophe we would unleash. Our science and research has become dangerously lethal. Humanity's not ready for insight. We have to keep our knowledge to ourselves. I've done some faking my madness, and that's what the three of us must continue to do. The two of you will have to stay here with me forever.
We?
Yes.
You can't just expect this for the rest of our
And
lives!
secret transmitters to communicate with your secret services.
And what if we did?
Well, tell them that you in fact discovered that I'm truly crazy.
But then we'll be locked in here forever. Nobody cares about a spy who fulfilled his mission.
It's the only way for me to remain unnoticed. Only here can I still think freely. Only in a madhouse can I still be free. On the outside, our minds would be weapons of mass destruction.
But we're not crazy!
We are murderers!
I object!
Maybe yes.
Those who kill are murderers, and we have killed. Each of us killed a nurse for some reason. You both to protect your mission, and I did it because Monica believed me. Should the sacrifice that we have made been in vain? Should our murders at least serve the greater good? We either stay in this madhouse or the world becomes ruined. We either wipe ourselves out of humanity's memory, or humanity will wipe itself.
Sanatorium with its monstrous nurses?
Locked in a cage like wild beasts?
We are wild beasts, and we cannot be set loose on humanity.
Is there really no other way?
No.
I'm a decent person. Okay, I will stay.
I will also stay. Forever.
Thank you. And I thank you on behalf of the world for giving me the small chance of actually surviving. A toast to our nurses.
Dorothy Moster.
To
Nurse Dorothy.
Irene Straub.
To Nurse Irene.
To Monica Stettler.
To Nurse Monica.
Monica, I had to sacrifice you to save mankind. May you give us the strength to be fools forever, and that we may faithfully safeguard the secrets of our knowledge.
Gentlemen, it has been a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I guess we're back to being crazy now. I'm back to being Newton.
Back to playing my violin.
And I have an appointment with King Solomon.
will do. But first, go and fetch Mobius for me.
Your wish is my command.
Mobius, get up, come here!
The knight of the mighty king. His eyes are shining.
Mobius, the Justice Department has decided I can only talk to my patients with a guard present.
I understand.
What I have to say also applies to your colleagues. MacArthur, Murillo, get the other two.
Yes, boss. Newton, get up, over here.
Einstein, get up, come here.
A mysterious night. Outside my cage, the universe glitters infinitely.
A night of bliss that likes to play the violin will never stop.
Kilton, Eisler, we have to talk.
You know?
This room is bugged. I overheard your conversation. Now I know what I'd suspected for a long time. MacArthur, Murillo, bring me Kilton and Eisler's secret radio transmitters.
Yes, boss. Hands up, all three of you. What I do?
I don't know it.
Hands down.
Seavers, the searchlight.
Yes, boss.
Got it.
Got it.
The mansion is surrounded by guards. Any attempt to escape would be futile. Guards, get out.
Yes, boss.
Don't mind me for asking, boss.
I'll be fine. Get out.
Yes, boss.
Only the three of you can hear my secret, because it doesn't make a difference whatsoever if you three know. King Solomon, in his golden robes, appeared to me too.
King Solomon?
All those years, the first time, in my office, on a hot summer night, he came flying in through the window like a giant angel.
She's gone mad.
I knew it. I knew the truth. Solomon had arisen from the dead. He had unveiled his wisdom for Mobius to rule the world in his name.
She should be locked up in a sanatorium.
But Mobius betrayed the Golden King. The knowledge King Solomon shared with Mobius was not meant to remain secret. And so he came to me, his humble servant.
Definitely crazy beyond a doubt. Do you hear that? You are crazy.
I was following orders. Mobius was my patient. I could do with him whatever I wanted. For years, I drugged him heavily, and every night I made copies of his notes until I have them all in my possession.
You're staggering mad. Totally insane. Marbles and bonkers. You're a fruitcake that has gone bananas. Let's get this clear once and for all. We're all insane.
Without anyone noticing, I did my duty. First, I founded a mega corporation from the inheritance I get from the family members I keep here. Then I bought one factory after the other and all the top lobbying firms too. I was able to finance all of that with one singular invention of yours, Mobius. I took the liberty of calling it the Internet. Like a spider, it will enable me to catch all of humanity in my World Wide Web, without them even knowing it was me. Now imagine what will happen once I really start exploiting your formula for all possible inventions. Imagine the profit I can make once I start bringing those inventions to the free market, one after the other, off to the highest bidder. Maybe it will be beautiful.
Miss Dr. Rosand, you are sick. King Solomon is not real. He never appeared to me.
You are lying.
I made him up so I could hide my discoveries.
Once again, you're betraying King Solomon.
Please, Dr. Rosand, listen to reason. Can't you see that you're slightly insane?
Not in the least. I'm absolutely sane. Just like you.
You leave me with no other option than to tell the world the truth. The whole truth. For years, you shamelessly exploited me and even let my wife pay for it.
You are powerless, Mobius. Even if the world would hear you, no one would believe you. All three of you have become murderers gone mad. By my design.
Dorothea?
Irene? I only made use of the situation. Solomon's knowledge had to be saved, and your betrayal had to be punished. The three of you had to be neutralized by becoming murderers. I drove those three innocent nurses into your strangling arms. I knew how you would react. You were so predictable. Like a car, I drove you to your destination, and you slaughtered like executioners. It is useless to try and strangle me, Mobius, thanks to one of your inventions. As it was useless to destroy your notes, which I already had in my possession. You have fled into your own jailhouse. Solomon has thought and acted through you, and now he will destroy you through me. I will be more powerful than anyone before. My company will dictate countries, rule continents, ransack the solar system, and exploit the universe beyond the Andromeda Nebula, not to benefit the world, but to benefit me! Corporation is about to officially launch Phase 2. Production will start immediately.
All is lost!
The world has fallen into the hands of an insane psychiatrist.
That Rogespace thought can never be our fault.
I am Newton. Sir Isaac Newton. Born 4th of January, 1643 in Wolford. I wrote the mathematical principles of natural philosophy and the areas of experimental optics, theoretical mechanics, higher mathematics. My findings have been proven to be of great importance.
I am Solomon, War King Solomon.